Hi, so today we're going to be reading a story called The Cool Bean, and it is in a series of some of my favorite books by Jory John and Pete Ulsgaard. It just says The Cool Bean. Watch out! Here comes the cool beans. The cool beans. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look the way they have their swagger. Notice their sunglasses? Ow! The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, and beyond country lines. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were all a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it sometimes is. You spend less time together even though you're not totally sure why. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. Oh, they were cool beans. One of them could play the guitar. Cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes. Cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I've ever known. Cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. Too big. I slicked my hair back. Too slick. I stuttered around. Ow! I swaggered. Oof! I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. And I snorted when I laughed. Honk! I walked into stuff. And I was uncool bean for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't complete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans, Lagoon Beach, and the beans like me. The days all blended together, and I lived my life, and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans continued being cool. I mean, sure, I missed them a bit, but it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went until one day. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. Loafers are a type of shoe. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out at the playground and I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came up to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. That's pretty cool. That afternoon, I was sitting in class, and I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then everyone just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me, and everybody watched. She leaned in closely and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled that way all through dinner. That made all the difference. It was the best day that could have ever really been. It was the day that could have been really bad if not for the kindness of the cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence. That shred of confidence had continued to grow. Somebody had my back, or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or just a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting everybody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. And there's the cool beans with our character in the middle. I hope you had fun listening to the cool bean and kind of learning about how it's not about how you dress or how you look that makes you cool. It's how you help others and how you step in. So I hope you had fun, and I hope you also are a cool bean. Bye.